Hello and welcome to India's sunny state that has so much to offer. Yes, I'm in Goa, such an entertaining place when you are outdoors. But over the years, because of the arrival of films in Goa, it is now an entertaining place even when you are indoors. And yes, I'm talking about being in a cinema hall. And of course, it's because of IFFI that the film culture in this part of the world has increased leaps and bounds. Join us as we take you straight into the 53rd edition of the International Film Festival of India in the sunny state of Goa. The world premiere of the Austrian film Alma and Oscar, directed by Austrian film legend Dieter Berner, opened the festival.
Alma Mahler was part of the Viennese bourgeoisie at the beginning of the 20th century. She was a composer that was known for her irresistible charm and her free spirit. She married in 1902 Gustav Mahler, another composer who stopped her from composing. She then had an affair with Walter Gropius, and after her husband died in 1911, she married him in 1915.
Runa Aggarwal spoke to this Austrian film legend.
In conversation with the director of the opening film at the 53rd IFFI, Alma and Oscar, Dieter Berner. Herr Berner, thank you very much for speaking to us. Congratulations on a beautiful film and for bringing us the little bit of history which we don't read about otherwise. Yeah. Alma Mahler had many relationships. Why did you choose this particular relationship?
She herself spoke about this relationship as the most complicated relationships of her life. It was, she said, it was heaven and hell, heaven and hell, and I think it's a good description of many relationships in our time.
What for you is the strongest scene in the film?
For me, the strongest scene in the film is the last scene, when Oscar is on the stage with his fantasy of his wife, and his wife comes into the theater and sees that it is only a puppet with whom he is playing, and that is the reason that she cannot live with him together any longer.
India has been your dream, you said.
Yes.
Do you think this trip will inspire your filmmaking in any way, at least in things that you put into your films?
I don't know how many films I will make, but it is inspiring indeed for me. I like it very much
To have seen the cinema of Ray means existing in the world without seeing the sun or the moon. So said Akira Kurosawa about Satyajit Ray. In the 75th year of Indian independence and the 53rd IFFI, the one and only Ray is a tribute poster competition to Satyajit Ray's legacy and his creative masterpieces. Contestants were invited to submit a poster that relives the passion of the master himself. Sunil Revankar is a filmmaker and participant in the contest. Hello Sunil, what did the contest require participants to do?
पार्टिसिपेंट को बोला गया था कि एक सत्यजीत रे का जो आइकॉनिक मास्टरपीस फिल्म्स है, ठीक है, उसके बारे में मतलब अपना एक ओन क्रिएटिव थॉट्स उसमें ऐड ऑन करके एक अपनी, जैसे कि अपना ही खुद का फिल्म है वैसे अपनी तरफ से एक मतलब एक ओरिजिनल उनका एक पोस्टर जो बनता है यूजुअली वैसा एक बनाने के लिए बोला था. एंड उसमें से मैंने एक टॉपिक लिया था द इनर आई, एंड आई लाइक उसमें से मैंने एक पोस्टर डिज़ाइन किया था.
आपका सबमिशन क्या था एंड हाउ डिड यू गेट द आइडिया?
पहले मैं एक चीज़ बोलना चाहूँगा कि मेरे को एक चांस मिला था सत्यजीत रे का ऑफिस में जाने के लिए, उनके स्टूडियो में. सो सिंस देन आई ऑलवेज़ मैं उनके कहीं ना कहीं कनेक्टेड था. उनके फिल्म्स तो पहले से ही मैं देखता था, बहुत ही मेरे को उनके फिल्म्स पूरे मास्टरपीस है उनके फिल्म्स. सो एट द सेम टाइम उनका क्या है कि ईच फिल्म जो भी वो फिल्म्स करते थे ना, उसमें वो खुद पोस्टर डिज़ाइन करते थे. और जब मुझे पता चला कि IFFI इज़ कमिंग अप विद लाइक ट्रिब्यूट देने के लिए सत्यजीत रे, एंड देवर लाइक उन्होंने एक कॉन्टेस्ट रखा है पोस्टर डिज़ाइन के लिए, एंड आई वॉज वेरी मच एक्साइटेड कि मुझे इसमें पार्टिसिपेट करना ही है. बट उनके इतने लिस्ट है, लाइक फिल्म्स के इतने लिस्ट है कि कौन सा सिलेक्ट करना है. मतलब इट इज़ रियली टफ थिंग टू सिलेक्ट फ्रॉम हिज फिल्म बिकॉज सब पोस्टर्स उनके बहुत ही मतलब एक अलग अलग थॉट प्रोसेस से बनाया होता है, वेरी डिटेल रहता है. बट समवेयर यू नो आई गॉट कनेक्टेड विद दिस इनर हाई, क्योंकि द बेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इनर हाई जो ओरिजिनल पोस्टर था ना, उसमें क्या था कि सत्यजीत रे ने ऑलरेडी उस पोस्टर के अंदर ब्रेल लैंग्वेज को मतलब उन्होंने मेंशन किया गया था, मतलब इतना डिटेल था. तो मुझे लगा कि मुझे इस पे एक पोस्टर बनाना है, एंड दैट्स हाउ आई स्टार्टेड वर्किंग ऑन दिस पोस्टर. और इफ़ी ने एक अच्छा सा एक हमें ये भी दिया चांस टू वॉच हिज फिल्म. उन्होंने एक अलग सा एक प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया जहाँ पे हम उनकी फिल्म्स देख सकते हैं. तो मैंने क्या किया, वहाँ फिल्म्स देखे, वहाँ से मैंने उनके रेफरेंस निकाले, और वहाँ से मेरे को एक थोड़ा सा मतलब क्या बोलते थोड़ा डिटेल वर्जन मिला. एंड दैट्स हाउ आई केप्ट ऑन वर्किंग एंड फाइनली आई केम अप विद दिस आइडिया. एंड आप देख सकते हो पोस्टर कि ये मेरा फाइनल.
Congratulations, and what are you looking forward to at IFFI in 2022?
IFFI ऑलवेज इज़ स्पेशल फॉर मी, क्योंकि जब मैं एज ए डेलीकेट आता था तभी भी मेरे लिए स्पेशल था, क्योंकि मैं हमेशा फिल्म्स मतलब IFFI में जो भी सिलेक्ट होते थे आई टू ऑलवेज लाइक. एंड लास्ट ईयर आई गॉट एन ऑनर टू वॉक ऑन द रेड कारपेट ऑल्सो, क्योंकि मेरी फिल्म सिलेक्ट हुई थी लास्ट ईयर. एंड दिस टाइम ये पोस्टर मेरा सिलेक्ट हुआ है, और इट्स लाइक IFFI इज़ लाइक गिविंग मी ईच एंड एवरी ईयर, यू नो, इट्स बिकमिंग मोर एंड मोर स्पेशल. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, तो IFFI हैज़ अ वेरी like good, you know, it's a list of very good films. So I'm really looking to watch those films and learn from those films, and you know, I'm really like looking forward for this 2020.
Thank you, Sunil. IFFI is the home of all filmmakers, so all the very best to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're sure to experience some classic moments when you watch the Restored Classics section at the festival. My colleague Shyam Gaonkar takes you right into the Restored Classics section.
नमस्कार, येवकार. A warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. इश्टानो, 53व्या आंतरराष्ट्रीय फिल्म जगताचे वारे सध्या गोंयांत व्हांवपाक सुरू जाल्ले आसा. देश विदेशांतले फिल्म जगतांतले हस्तिया नामनेचे कलाकार, दिग्गज कलाकार हांचो गोंया कडेन पावलां वळिल्लीं आसा. हातूंत भारतीय फिल्म जगतांतले नामनेच्या हस्तियांचोय समावेश आसा. काल रंगारंगी ही ह्याचो शुभारंभ जाल्लो आसा, आनी आयज सावन जो मांडवी न्हंयचो तीर आसा तो तिराचेर जायते कलाकार आमकां पळोवपाक मेळटा. जायते क्रिटिक्स, जायते लोक, जायते डेलिगेट, हातूंत IFFIचो जो पुराय परिसर आसा तो भरिल्लो आसा. खरेंच एक वेगळी अशी अनुभूती आनी वेगळें अशें वातावरण आमकां हांगासर IFFI परिसरांत पळोवपाक मेळटा. आमकां आयजूय याद आसा आमच्यो पोरण्यो यादी, आमचो पयलो काळ, आनी ह्या काळांत आमी ब्लॅक एंड व्हायट फिल्मां पळयतालीं. हय, ही ब्लॅक एंड व्हायट फिल्मां कांय जाणांच्या काळजांत आजुनूय घर करून आसा. आनी ही फिल्मां जेन्ना आयजूय आमकां टिवीचेर पळोवंक मेळटा तेन्ना आमचें मन हें धादोशी जाता. आनी हे धादोशी करपाचो हावेस घेवन अंदूच्या IFFI एडिशनांत इंडियन रिस्टोर्ड सेक्शन सुरू जाल्लो आसा. आनी त्या अनुशंगान अशी 5 फिल्मां जी पोरणी ब्लॅक एंड व्हायट फिल्मां ती नव्या ढंगान, नव्या शैलीन, नव्या प्रकारान हांगासर प्रस्तूत केली आसा. इंडियन रिस्टोर्ड सेक्शनांत ही 5य फिल्मां अंदूच्या IFFIचें खाशेलें आकर्शण. 53वो आंतरराष्ट्रीय फिल्म सध्या महोत्सव गोंयांत सुरू जाल्लो आसा, आनी हे रिस्टोर्ड इंडियन सेक्शनान ही 5य फिल्मां आमकां पळोवपाक मेळटली. सोहबराव मोदी हांचो 1957 ह्या वर्सा वेशभूषा नाटकाचेर आदारिल्लो नौशेरवान ए आदिल, तशेंच रमेश माहेश्वरी हांचो 1969 ह्या वर्साचो राष्ट्रीय पुरस्कार विजेतो पंजाबी फिल्म नानक नाम जहाज, के विश्वनाथ हांचे 1980 ह्या वर्सा रिलीज जाल्ले तेलुगू संगीत नाटक शंकराभरणम, आनी सत्यजीत रे हांची 2 अभिजात नाटकां जी 1987 ह्या वर्सा प्रदर्शीत जाल्ली. ती जावन आसा सामाजीक आनी गणशत्रू. 53व्या आंतरराष्ट्रीय फिल्म महोत्सवाचे वारे सध्या गोंयांत नेटान व्हांवपाक लागला, आनी त्या अनुशंगान देश विदेशांतले फिल्म जगतांतले जायते मनीस आमच्या गोंया कडेन वळिल्ले आसा. आनी हातूंत भारतीय फिल्म जगतांतले दिग्गज कलाकार हांचे हातूंत आस्पाव जाल्लो आसा. खऱ्यांनीच एक वेगळें अशें वातावरण, एक वेगळी अशी अनुभूती. आनी आयज केरळा गांवांतले, केरळा शार जे आसा, केरळा राज्य आसा, तातूंत जेंच्यांनी फिल्म जगतांत, फिल्म सृश्टीन एक संगीताचे एक वेगळे अशें आपलो आयाम निर्माण केला अशे नामनेचे कलाकार डॉक्टर उन्नी कृष्णन आमच्या सांगात आसा. सो आमी त्यांच्या सांगातान जाणून घेया की तांकां ह्या इफ्फी संदर्भात तांचें मत कितें. सर, आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया और बहुत बहुत नमस्कार.
नमस्कार नमस्कार.
कैसा लगता है आपको गोवा में इफ्फी के लिए आने के बाद?
इफ़ी के लिए ये बहुत अच्छा है. इधर का ये पूरा एम्बियंस और द फेस्टिवल एवरी ईयर आई एम विजिटिंग हियर.
अच्छा.
या
आप केरला में क्या करते हो? संगीत के क्षेत्र में आपका क्या काम करते हो?
मैं म्यूज़िक डायरेक्शन काम करता हूँ और टीचिंग भी है.
अच्छा.
या
गोवा में जब इफ्फी हो रहा है तो आप बोल रहे कि आप हमेशा हर साल आते हो, तो आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है गोवा का जो इफ्फी रहता है उसके में क्या अच्छा, सबसे अच्छा क्या रहता है?
सबसे अच्छा इसका स्क्रीनिंग का थिएटर है. द थिएटर एक्सपीरियंस वेरी गुड एंड द एम्बियंस इज ऑल्सो वेरी गुड. हाँ, calm and quiet atmosphere we can watch films and enjoy the films.
अच्छा.
या
आप म्यूजिक क्षेत्र में ज़्यादातर रुचि रखते हो. सो जो हिंदी फिल्मी जगत के जो फिल्म रहते हैं उसमें संगीत का बहुत बड़ा योगदान है, उसके बारे में आपका क्या कहना? व्हाट यू वांट टू से अबाउट द म्यूजिक?
बहुत साल पहले म्यूजिक हैज ए वेरी इन्फ्लुएंस इन म्यूजिक, बट नाउअडेज अभी म्यूजिक तो थोड़ा थोड़ा कम आता है फिल्म में. हिंदी में, मलयालम में, तमिल में म्यूजिक is not so very influence. It has no much influence like early days. That's it.
What you are taking back from IFFI 2023 back to your state Kerala?
I'm taking this experience and I'm sharing it with my friends and my disciples. And also I think that in my creative work, this experience surely, definitely it will influence.
थैंक यू वेरी मच डॉक्टर उन्नी कृष्णन. आप बहुत अच्छा लगा, आप यहाँ आए, आपका एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किया. आप जैसे बोला कि इतने साल हो गए आप गोवा में आते हो, इफ्फी का जो लुफ्त है वो उठाते हो. थँक यू व्हेरी मच एंड ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू.
थँक यू. नमस्कार. नमस्कार.
इंडियन रिस्टोर्ड सेक्शनांतली फिल्मां पळयात आनी तुमच्या मनांतल्यो यादी, तुमच्या काळजांतल्यो यादी ताज्यो करा. थँक यू व्हेरी मच. देव बरें करूं.
One of the most popular sections at the festival is the Indian Panorama section. And Oreerna was close to the red carpet, and she tells us more.
Hi all, welcome to Panjim, the host city for the 53rd International Film Festival of India. Hadanalenthu, the Kannada film, helmed by director Priti is the opening film of the feature films category of the Indian Panorama section, giving cinematic art to showcase India's rich culture and heritage and tradition. Miss Divya Kausuji is the director of the known feature film The Show Must Go On. They were screened this afternoon. These films were selected by eminent jury members. 25 such feature films and 20 non-feature films will be showcased in this category of Indian Panorama. A synopsis of Hadanalenthu. The movie explores the relationship between two young lovers who are in college, and an intimate video recorded by them gets uploaded on the internet, and the trauma and shame the protagonist and the family undergoes. The college rusticates them. The film will resonate with young, modern audiences. Other films in the Indian Panorama section: Akanda, Ariyuppu, Cinema Bandi, Ekda Kaizala, Frame, Kida, Lotus, Major are some of the films that give you the worldwide allure of cinema. The Honorable Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Shri Anurag Thakur, inaugurated the 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow. As India celebrates 75 years of independence and Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav, the 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow, now in its second edition, were shortlisted and selected on the basis of their submissions by eminent jury members like filmmaker Shri Prasoon Joshi, musician and Grammy Award winner Ricky Cage, among others. These creative minds chosen and selected are collaborators in different technical aspects of filmmaking, including composing musical scores, animation, cinema, cinematography, virtual reality, etc. These 18 to 35-year-old youth hailing from all parts of the country will be mentored to be future filmmakers of our country and encouraged to take up filmmaking as a career. The 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow program is an amazing way to find and nurture young minds to pursue their ambitions through cinema, to convey their own stories, to bring about change and establish a better society. As this popular line from the 1941 film The Maltese Falcon says, "The stuff that dreams are made of." And here at the 53rd IFFI is a place where all your filmmaking dreams do come true.
The Cinema of the World section brings you movies from around 78 countries across the globe. Getting you a peek into what's happening there is Bambino Diet.
IFFI's official selection of international feature films from over 78 countries exhibit an unparalleled array of film experiences of contemporary world cinema. With films like Beautiful Beings by Guðmundur Guðmundsson, whose debut feature Heartstone premiered at Venice and won over 50 awards worldwide, to The Sleeping Beauty, directed by Jacques Kilmy, the internationally recognized filmmaker who started his career with a string of award-winning short films and also has directed and co-produced a number of successful feature-length documentaries such as Dissidents in 2017 and adventure comedy Christmas in the Jungle in 2021. The movies in the international films have a lot to showcase in this year's IFFI. At the 53rd IFFI, the nonagerian Spanish film director Carlos Saura was bestowed with the Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award. In addition to this, Carlos Saura owns a collection of over 600 cameras and takes at least one picture every day so as to not get out of practice. He exhibits his multi-award-winning photo collections as well. In the international competition section, there are 15 international and Indian fiction feature films representing the emerging trends in the aesthetics and politics of films as envisioned by masters and young voices alike. From Indian films like The Storyteller by Anant Mahadevan, a national award-winning actor and director in Hindi, and regional film industry with films like Me Sindhutai Sapkal, Rough Book and My Gut, to the internationally acclaimed Franco-Costa Rican origin director Valentina Morel, whose short film Lucia and Limbo was selected at the Critics' Week at Cannes, at the Toronto International Film Festival, and received the first prize at Guanajuato International Film Festival, Mexico. In case you have time and patience, then you got to watch the film When the Waves Are Gone, directed by Love Diaz, whose films are not governed by time and range anywhere from 3 to 10 hours. He has directed 18 films and won numerous awards, including the Locarno Golden Leopard for From What Is Before in 2014, to the Berninelle Silver Bear for A Lullaby to the Sorrowful Mystery in 2016, and the Venice Golden Lion for The Woman Who Left in 2016. IFFI 53 has a lot to look forward to in the international film category. Come and witness the amazing films that are in this category. So catch you there at IFFI 2022.
The Honourable Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Shri Anurag Thakur, has emphasized that they are determined to make India as an international content hub. Priti Soiru was at the Film Bazaar and brings you lots more.
50व्या आंतरराष्ट्रीय चित्रपट महोत्सवात फिल्म बाजार हो एक महत्वाचो भाग आसा आणि ह्या वर्सा फिल्म बाजारान जी स्टॉल्स लायल्या ती स्टॉल्स प्रत्येक एक्टरांक म्हणजे नवे नवे कोण येतले तांकां खूप उपयोगी पडटा. अशेंच आमच्या मदीं आनी एक आसा डेलिगेट्स ह्या वर्सा आयिल्ले आनी तांकां फिल्म बाजाराचो खूप फायदो जाला. जाणून घेवया कितें ते. सर तुमचें नाव?
मेरा नाम राहुल लुधानी है. मैं इंदौर में एक थिएटर एक्टर हूँ और फिल्म मेकिंग में ब्रेक के लिए वेट कर रहा हूँ.
इस साल का जो फिल्म बाजार लगा हुआ है उस पर आपका क्या कहना है?
मैम, फिल्म मेकिंग के बहुत सारे क्रिएटिव एस्पेक्ट्स होते हैं. उसमें आपको अलग अलग लोगों से, डायरेक्टर से, प्रोड्यूसर से, मैनेजर से मिलने का मौका मिलता है. कास्टिंग डायरेक्टर से डायरेक्ट इंटरेक्ट करने का चांस मिलता है. तो डेफिनेटली एक आर्टिस्ट के लिए बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी है GIFF और फिल्म बाज़ार यहाँ से आके इंटरेक्ट करने के लिए।
फिल्म बाज़ार में बहुत सारे स्टॉल्स लगे हुए हैं और ये आपके लिए अच्छा मौका है कि सभी निर्देशक जो है, निर्माते जो है, यहाँ इकट्ठा है, तो उनका आपको क्या फ़ायदा हुआ?
मैम जैसे जो डायरेक्टर्स हैं आप उनको मैंने जो वर्क ऑलरेडी कर चुका है वो भी शोकेस कर सकते हैं, और दूसरा है अपना भी वर्क उनको दिखा सकते हैं जो किया हुआ है, तो डायरेक्ट 1-on-1 कम्युनिकेशन हो जाता है। और मैम मेरा जो एक और गोवा इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल करने का मेन पर्पज़ यही है मैम कि जितनी भी मास्टर क्लासेस है मेनली बाय माय फेवरेट डायरेक्टर गौरी शिंदे हो गए, हमारे सेंसर बोर्ड के चेयरमैन प्रसून जोशी जी हो गए, और वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट म्यूजिशियंस अनन्या बिरला की भी आज मास्टर क्लास है, कल है, तो मैम उसके लिए मैं लुक फॉरवर्ड कर रहा हूँ और बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट लर्निंग सेशन है मैम एक एक्टिंग एस्पिरेंट के लिए यहाँ पर।
ये फिल्म मेकिंग जो है और उसमें आपने कैसा इंटरेस्ट दिखाया, मीन्स फिल्म बनाने का ये करियर आपने कैसा चूज़ किया?
मैम तो प्रसून जोशी जी मेरे कॉलेज इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में जो फाइनल ग्रेजुएशन सेरेमनी थे उसमें चीफ गेस्ट थे, तो मैम उनकी स्पीच मुझे इतनी अच्छी और मोटिवेशनल लगी कि दैट वाज द फर्स्ट पॉइंट कि मैंने 2013 में इमेजिन किया था कि मैं फिल्म मेकिंग में आऊँगा एक दिन। मैम 9 साल हो गए इस बात को, और आज इत्तेफाक देखी कि 9 साल बाद आज मैं वापस प्रसून जोशी से थर्ड टाइम मिलने वाला हूँ। उनकी कल मास्टर क्लास है फिर से।
गोंयांत चालू आशिल्ल्या 53व्या भारतीय आंतरराष्ट्रीय चित्रपट महोत्सवात आनीकूय अपडेट्स आणि कार्यावळींची माहिती आम्ही तुमच्या मेरेन पावयतली। जोडून रावात दूरदर्शनाच्या सांगातान गोंयांत 53व्या भारतीय चित्रपट महोत्सवात। नमस्कार।
IFFI has been in Goa since the year 2004. Our film critic Sachin Chatte has been synonymous with the festival since then. So it's surely worth watching, him telling us what is worth watching.
Hello and welcome to this segment at the International Film Festival of India. My name is Sachin Chatte and I'm going to tell you what to watch, and I'm also going to tell you what I have watched at IFFI this year. There are more than 250 films that are being screened. Well, you can take your pick. If you like old classics, they are being screened. There are a bunch of restored classics also that are being screened at IFFI. The country focus is France, there is Indian Panorama, there is Cinema of the World, there is Festival Kaleidoscope, and so much more that is happening at IFFI. So what would you like to watch? Well, there is something for everyone's taste at IFFI this year. I'm going to tell you about some of the films that I have seen already and some of my recommendations. The Indian Panorama opened with a feature film called Hadi Lentu, which is a Kannada film directed by Prithvi Konanur. Now, I was looking forward to this film because Prithvi Konanur makes films in Kannada, and two of his previous films, one was called Railway Children, the other was Pinky Ellie. Both are very, very impressive, and he is an important voice of independent films in India. Pinky Ellie also premiered at Busan, much like Hadi Lentu, which also was screened at Busan a couple of months ago. And Prithvi Konanur is known for his low-budget films, but nice, tight films which have an interesting story to tell. His films are a perfect example of how to make a movie without too many special effects, without a big budget, and yet keep you engrossed through its running time. Now, Hadi Lentu has a very interesting story and something that is happening and can happen to anybody. It's primarily about two teenagers who are about 17 years old who click a selfie, or rather who make a video in a classroom which is objectionable. When this matter comes to light, their life goes awry. That is the primary story, but there is so much more to it. It is a social drama, it is well acted, and it also brings out many other facets of the society. Now, Prithvi Konanur likes to make films that deal with the society. As I said, Pinky Ellie and Railway Children both had stories which dealt with certain sections of the society, and this one is also the same. Now, interestingly, all his films, he chooses a rather unusual cast. The gentleman who plays the principal in this movie, he is not a professional actor. In fact, he is a plastic surgeon who is acting for the very first time. The lady who plays the vice principal, well, she's worked in the corporate industry for a long time, and this is just her second film. So I'm going to go with a very strong recommendation. If and whenever you get a chance, please do watch this movie called Hadi Lentu, directed by Prithvi Konanur. The other film that is very worthy of watching at IFFI this year is a film called One Fine Morning, directed by Mia Hansen-Love. Now, the director, she made her debut at the age of 17 as an actress, but later on now, she has established herself as one of the important voices in French cinema. She has made films like Maya, Things to Come, and last year she made a film called Bergman Island, which was received very, very well. One Fine Morning has Léa Seydoux in the lead role, and she has acted in Bond films as well as arty films like Blue is the Warmest Color. She plays a single mother who meets her ex-lover and they form a bond once again. Well, there isn't much of a story as such in the film, but it is the direction skills of Mia Hansen-Løve which drives this movie and makes it eminently worth a watch. Well, those were a couple of recommendations from me, but there's lots more happening at IFFI. There's Jafar Panahi's No Bears, which will be screened. There's also Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey, which is going to be screened on a huge screen here at IFFI. I'll keep you posted on what to watch at IFFI, but until next time, this is Sachin saying goodbye.
It's time to say goodbye from the capital city of Goa. We are on the banks of the river Mandovi, and as the sun sets, it's adios from Goa and IFFI at 53.